This is part 2 of how to scratch on a DJ controller. Right now we got the Rev7, but this works with any DJ controller at all. If you don't really know what we did, make sure you go back to part 1, and really that is the overarching idea of scratching and what you kind of need to think about when you're scratching and why. Before you do anything, you always need to know why you're going to do something and why it's important to do that. If not, we all just go out in the world and do whatever we want. So please go back and watch part 1. Today, we're going to work on the fundamentals. I'm really going to break down the baby scratch. I'm going to show you exactly how to do it and how to practice it. And this is just going to continue on because I have my scratch course coming very soon. If you want the drills, make sure you join the monthly program and you will get access to everything. If not, enjoy this free stuff that I do on YouTube for you. This is all I'm here for, is to give you guys what you need to become the best DJ that you can be. And when I was talking about drills, I literally just came off of a 2-month intensive scratch program with one of the greatest scratch DJs on the planet, like multi-time DMC champion. And all that I have on this little piece of paper right here is drills. Like the one scratch that I need to do and what tempo it's at. Like the chirp, flare, flare. That is the combo that he gave me. And I need to do that over and over. We started at 120 BPM and now I'm up to 160 BPM. And if you don't know what that is, I can now do the chirp, flare over a 80 BPM track at double time. And when you practice a drill, you're making sure that you have the muscle memory. I know you guys have heard about the story about when you go learn how to play basketball, like you learn how to dribble at the start. You just learn how to dribble, or you learn how to go do a layup. You would never just get thrown into a game and you're out there doing slam dunks and stuff. No, when we learn anything, we learn how to do them in drills, practice drills, whatever it is. So today, on part 2 of how to learn how to scratch on a DJ controller, we are going to do drills with the baby scratch. The last video, I showed you why the baby scratch was important. The baby scratch is the fundamental scratch out of every scratch on the planet. So before you ever go anywhere, before you have a spreadsheet with different combos and stuff, you have to master the baby scratch. I wish I mastered the baby scratch before all of this and did it properly, because a lot of the work that we did was just undoing bad habits. And if you guys want to hop on like a one-to-one personal call where I can show you exactly what you're doing wrong to save you, I don't know, years of torment in the future, we can definitely do that. I have personal coaching programs. Just let me know in the comments if you're interested in that. One-on-one help. Trust me, when you have someone beside you telling you that you're doing it right or doing it wrong, now you know. If you're just thinking about it in your own head, like I can't tell you the amount of scratch programs that I've bought that I never had the amount of results that I had in just 1 month of working with this guy. It absolutely changed the game. So today we're going to be doing the baby scratch, just the baby scratch. We're going to do it in a few different drills. I'm going to scratch for like 1-2 bars, and then I'm going to leave you a spot where you can do it as well. I have the metronome running, so you can literally just follow me along on this video right here. Or feel free to go download the free metronome. It's in the first video as well. So go back to part 1, go download your free metronome and practice at home. But for this video right here, all we're going to be doing is the baby scratch, really understanding how to do the baby scratch, what you need to watch out for, and literally just doing it over and over and over and over. I don't know if you guys know about this, but they say for you to master something, you need to do it 10,000 hours. How many hours have you spent doing the baby scratch? If it's less than, I don't know, 1,000, you have not done it enough, not near enough. So let's get to it right now. I got my metronome on. We got it at 92 BPM. I'm actually going to make it even slower for you guys. Let's bring it down to like 75 BPM, and we're going to work here. It's always best to start slow and then get faster. If you can't do it slow, you cannot do it fast. So what we're doing here is mastering the baby scratch on a controller, like on anything, whether it's turntables, a controller, even if you just have like your computer at home and you got your mouse, this'll do the same thing. So simply enough, we're going to hit our metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And from our last video with the baby scratch, how do you do the baby scratch? Very simply, crossfader's open. You don't even need to worry about the crossfader. Put your hand behind your back, whatever you have to do to literally just focus on your one hand doing this. And what do? You push it forward. Because this is very slow, these are going to be whole notes. You can kind of play around here. What I was taught is to never take my hand off the platter, and the flavor of your scratching really comes from your record control, and that's why this is so important. Back in the day, I thought it was the crossfader, which is what makes these guys sound so hype, and he told me that was so far from the truth. It's all about your record hand control. The crossfader is just always going to be the same no matter what. It's your control that creates your sound. So always remember that. And right here, right now, we're going to be doing one whole note baby scratches. I'm going to scratch for 2 bars, or let's do 4 bars because they're long notes. 4 bars back and forth, and then I'll open it up for 4 bars, and then we'll do it again, and then we're going to cut it down, and then we're going to cut it down again. So if you guys are just scrolling through the video, we're going to start right now. Let's go. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Let's go. All right, that was whole notes. Now we're going to break it down even further. We're going to do half notes. So what would that be? That would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Let's go. All right. I hope you guys got that. That was half notes. Now we're going to do quarter notes. Once again, the BPM is not changing, but the sound is changing because now we're going faster. We're doing different kinds of notes. And then past that, we got pitch variation. There's so many different ways to change your sound doing the same move. And this is at 75 BPM. Then you'll go 100 BPM, then 120 BPM, then 160 BPM, and then 200 BPM, still doing the baby scratch. You need to be able to do the baby scratch everywhere, across the board, across different BPMs, different speeds, different pitches. There's so many different things. And before you move anywhere else, before you start the transformer scratch, before you start the chirp scratch, before you start anything, spend the time with the baby scratch. I promise you, this is going to save you decades of time. This is a lot of stuff that I had to literally go back and relearn. And what's harder than learning it the first time is forgetting how you used to do something and then relearning it. Like the act of getting rid of it out of your your muscle memory is so difficult. Learn from the start how to do it correctly, and it's going to change the game. So let's hop back in. For the last time, we're going to do quarter notes, and I hope you guys are rocking with me. We're going to do a bunch of these videos because the scratch course is coming very soon. I want to show you guys what's up. The mixing course is out, so if you want it, thedjconnect.com, you can either buy the course by itself, or if you join the members group, you get everything for free forever. Much better deal, and there's so much fire that awaits you guys. So without any further ado, cut it down to 2 bars each, but now you got the time, so let's keep going. And then the only thing that's left is now making it your own. Like, you know how to do the baby scratch. The way that scratching sounds sick is when people do it properly. They do it correctly. Very clearly, they're doing the correct movement. They're not just like... That sounds terrible. Like, nobody on the planet wants to hear that. But that's like going so fast. Like, that's what we think people want to hear. No, it's doing it correctly. So what we're going to do here is we're just going to mix it up. I'm going to take like the whole note, maybe a half note, quarter note, add them all together and see what we can come up with. Once again, let's put our hand behind our back so we're not playing around here. Simple as that. So I hope this helped you guys out how to learn how to scratch on a DJ controller. Part 2. If you haven't checked part 1 yet, first off, like, subscribe, and then hit this video right here to go back to part 1 and learn how to do it from the top. And if not, you can go to part 3, which is going to be this way right here.